Good evening, Asians, and welcome to the 21st Annual Unforgettable Gala. 21 years, I know. My God, our baby's all grown up, huh? My name is Simu Liu, and I will be your host this evening. I was also responsible for 100% of the Asian representation in Barbenheimer. That's right, guys. You knew I had to go there and call out the fact that there were no Asians in Oppenheimer. Like, you're seriously gonna tell me that there was not one Asian in a movie set in the nuclear physics department at UC Berkeley? Okay, so you don't want to show the bomb, I get the choice, but Berkeley? Really? But in no way, shape, or form am I insinuating that our representation was lacking this year. It was yet another milestone year for Asians in media. Let's all give it up for Beef, for Past Lives, Joyride, Shortcomings, Quiz Lady, and of course, Charles Melton's Man Parts in May, December. That's right. Allison and I watched it the other night, and like I said, in no way, shape, or form was our representation lacking this year. Now this would typically be the time where I go around the room and poke a little fun at the people attending, so everyone knows that we don't take ourselves a little too seriously, but I learned the hard way that the Asian community doesn't really do roast humor, so you're all great. Anyway, it's 2023, and we really do have it all, don't we? Our movies and television shows continue to rack up critical acclaim. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once dominated the last award season. It looks like Beef and Past Lives is gonna dominate this one. Actually, can we just talk about how A24 is single-handedly carrying Asian representation? I mean, The Farewell, Minari, Everything Everywhere, Past Lives, Beef. Did nobody else realize that A24 stood for Asian 24? I don't know if there's anyone from A24 here, but thank you. You're weaving a cultural tapestry for generations of Asian Americans. And it's not just award accolades either. We have AAPIs in serious positions of power across the entertainment industry, like President of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, Janet Yang. We have a permanent cast member on SNL, Mr. Bowen Yang. I know a lot of us know what it feels like to be the only Asian in the room, but imagine having to do that every single day at the office and still be mistaken for Joel Kim Booster. Guys, they're separate people, okay? We have an actor who somehow is an action figure and a Ken doll at the same time. We have hunky martial artists, brooding loners, superheroes, nerds, teenage heartthrobs, charming Brits, stoners, screw-ups, bombshells, and really, really funny comedians. 5 years ago, the burden of representing this entire community fell on maybe like 3 people. Like, we had Sandra Oh, Ken Jeong, and Scarlett Johansson. I don't know if that joke will ever stop being funny. But I look out at this crowd of people brimming with talent from all walks of life, and I'm so inspired by what I see. I see our community in all of its shades and nuances, and that just makes me so happy, Guys, I'm so glad that our parents fucked us up this bad with their intergenerational trauma. I'm so glad. We make great art. Now, I want to get serious for a split second here. After decades of begging for doors to be opened, it's easy to see our success in representation and feel like, hey, we did it. Job's done. But many things in the universe swing like a pendulum, and perhaps nobody understands that more than the people of this community. Especially in this media cycle, things are built up just to be torn down. We cannot take our progress for granted. Now is not the time to be complacent. The reality is that 98% of scripts in the marketplace are still not written with our faces in mind. There will be no Asians in August Osage County or All Quiet on the Western Front. We're never gonna get cast in movies about World War I or white existential angst. And that kind of sucks because those movies make up like 80% of award season films every year. Look, Steven Yeun is a great actor, one of the greatest I've ever had the pleasure of watching, but he can't play Elvis Presley. I mean, none of us can. It's always been more than just seeing a face on screen, but about controlling the narrative, building our own system from start to finish, from production company to financier to development to casting to shooting. Guys, it can't all rest on H24's shoulders, okay? We got to go out there. And out there, we still face so much skepticism in getting our projects greenlit. And I'm not just speaking hypothetically, I've experienced it firsthand as a producer. That's why we need to support and rally behind each other. Representation is an uphill battle, and we've reached but the very first summit. So let's continue unwaveringly to celebrate and champion one another. Let's continue to make waves in the industry as a unified tidal force that will not stop until we have carved out space for ourselves.